Hello, hello, everybody. How are you? Thank you for coming to the Raid Parade after party. I hope you enjoyed the Raid Parade as much as I did. What a busy Raid Parade. Very busy with all the stuff going on. We're going to try to review that and see everybody that was a part of the Raid Parade. We want to review that. I'm going to pull up the Raid Parade list so I can get everybody name and everything included. And I didn't get everything. I was quite distracted. I'm still at work when the raid parade starts, so I'm shuffling, driving, and all that. So I can't get everything, and I was having some issues. Anyway, thank you for being here, and let's go down the chat box, see who's here, and thank you for being here. And let's see, we got some new people. 3K Brandy, look at that. Waiting. 3K Brandy, thank you for being here. And then Adeline Maganaga. And these are some people from the Philippines that I have friends in the Philippines. So we do karaoke. So that's why they come over. They love to support. So that's why you see these names that aren't American style type names. So these people are from the Philippines and Saudi Arabia and Europe and the United Kingdom and places like that. So thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. I appreciate it. Riza Bakani, thank you very much. I was actually on their live earlier singing karaoke because that's a thing I do. If you want to come up on the live stream, you're welcome to come up on the live stream and be on the panel and talk about your channel, talk about the Raid Parade, what it means to you, what you like about the Raid Parade, what can we do to improve the Raid Parade, what was your favorite surprise or exciting thing you saw on the Raid Parade today. We're not like egotistic. If somebody had something really cool on the Raid Parade, that's great. So let's talk about it. So let's say hello to Cruz Vet. What's going on, Cruz Vet? Magnificent raid. Yeah. Magnificent from Magnificent. Carry on. Magnificent Germany. Thank you for the raid. Eddie Lugo Studios. What's going on, Lugo? You from, is it from Jersey? Miami to Jersey to Atlanta or Georgia somewhere, right? Then we got Lolita. Thank you, Lolita, for being here. Appreciate you so much for supporting me. It's a very, very good blessing to have you supporting. Appreciate it very much. We got the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. I remember the first time I saw that name, I'm like, that's a long name. I'll never get it. But now I can say it really quick. The Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. It's really easy to say now. Magnificent Germany with Darion. What's going on? I have to run, but I will be listening in my truck. Thank you for shouting me out. I appreciate it, Darion. And great video, by the way, and all your journeys. It's great to have that content to share with everybody. And I don't know if you noticed, but this week, my video was pretty short relative to what I usually do. I was going into work the other day and I saw a beautiful sunrise, and I was like, let me pull off. I got to see this. It was so perfect. And it was kind of cool because there was a kayaker that came in right in the middle of my shot. It was just like unscripted and it just happened. So I didn't put any music to it. I just let it run natural. Of course, you could hear my truck in the background idling. So that was a negative, but beautiful, beautiful. So it wasn't a highly edited video, but it was beautiful. So sometimes I didn't want to just throw the content away to just show it. So it was very short, um, and no editing involved. However, next Friday will be a little bit more. And then I have everything already set till the new year. And I'm working on one to put me into the next year because I'll be taking a 3 week vacation for Christmas and I won't be doing any editing. So I'm trying to get way ahead, and I have been doing it. So I'm real happy. Lolita's vlog saying hello to Eddie Cruz Vet. Hello, everyone. Lolita, let me see here. Let me catch up with everybody. What's up? Burning up the roads and prepping. Sorry, RV Weekend's got to go for video doc. Vodio doc call in 5. All right. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you very much. Marie Swan. Hello, Marie Swan. Thank you for supporting me always. And we have Emily Raper. Thank you, Emily. Good night from Stockholm, Sweden. Thank you for all your wonderful support. You're a great, wonderful person. Thank you for supporting me. And I always have fun on your live streams. So if you don't know these people, you can connect with them. And if you want more subscribers, they'll come over and support you. So they've always been good to me. So they've helped me get over the 1,000 subscriber mark. So I have nothing but good things to say. Nobody's perfect, but they're great people. Marie Swan always here supporting, and the Florida Sunrises. That's right, Jeff. That's the way I see it. You can't lose, right? Miami, then Brooklyn, then to Atlanta. See, I got it right. I got it right. And the Berlin history. I always enjoy Darren's. Yeah, I mean you can't argue with that. That's beautiful history. Same thing when I'm at London. In London, I'm going to be going back for a longer trip. So I'm looking forward to going to do some more museums in London and learning more. So I'm really looking forward to that. Really am. 3 weeks at Christmas time is going to be great. It really is. So I'm looking forward to that. Lolita's vlog. Yes, I support. Thank you, Eddie. Appreciate you. Yeah, at Eddie Lugo Studios. And thank you for that. Always take care, everyone. I mean, look, she's over here supporting. What a great person. Love at Eddie Lugo Studios. Thank you, my friend. And Marie Swan is always supporting. She has a job like I have a job. We can't always be there, but we do our best. That's always a delicate balance. And, I rub people the wrong way when I tell them the truth, but the truth is the truth. You can't be everywhere all the time. You have a regular job. Some people work 40 to 60 hours a week. And you got to have time for your own family when you get off work, and you got to have time to relax, do nothing, barbecue, cook out, whatever. It's hard to be in all these live streams. You just can't. I'm at like 1,300 subscribers. That's nothing. But if you think about the number 1,300, there's no way I could be in 1,300 channels every week. There's just no way. It's impossible. So there's no way you can support everybody. So don't have any hard feelings toward anybody if they don't support you. Support who you can. So let's look at the live Raid Parade. What happened today? First up, we had Roy and Becky's Travels. They have a live stream from 1 p.m. Eastern to 2 p.m. Eastern at least. I don't know if it starts at 1, but I know it ends at 2 because the Raid Parade starts at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we do a video from Roy and Becky's where they did they were dyeing their hair and dyeing their beards for Ford Man, aka Kenneth Oakes' good cause. And if you don't know about it, it's a great cause. Check it out. And then we had Griswold Family Vacay. They were up second with their cruise. They had like the seal entertainment with the seals, like SeaWorld or whatever. I don't know what your thing is, but here in Florida we got SeaWorld, so that's what we have. Aqua animals, mammals, whatever, in the water, swimming around, dancing, jumping, doing tricks. So that was Griswold Family Vacay. So if you missed it, please go to Going Green Mom or GGM Adventure. I think what is her link? GGM. I don't know her link. GGM something, adventures or travels or vlogs or something. But Going Green Mom has a about page, and it has a link to the Raid Parade. You can go check out what you missed. Thank you, my friend. Much appreciated. And by the way, let me share the link. If you want to come up on the screen, please, you're welcome to come up on the screen. Talk about your channel. Talk about whatever you'd like. That's not polarizing. About YouTube that you like, you don't like, about your channel, what you're trying to do with your channel, what your goals are, where you plan to be in 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. I'll tell you about mine if you want to know. Then make a clock. Family Adventures. Hello, how are you? Let me do some fun sounds here. All right. Thank you for being here. We got Eddie Lugo. He's saying hello. And look at that. We got Cruise Vet. What's going on, Cruise Vet? Look, we got all kinds of buttons. Let's try some different buttons. Yeah. Little sound effects there. All right. There's the link if you want to come up on screen and talk about your channel and hang out with me. Feel free to do so. I don't have to do all the talking. You can do the talking. GGM Creates. Thank you, Jeff. So if you want to check out GGM Creates, you're welcome to do so. And she's the one that is the producer and the moderator for the Raid Parade. She organizes it, sets it up, she lines it up, she does everything for the Raid Parade. So if you want to learn about it, you can go there and there's links to follow the Raid Parade. It's a playlist, so you don't have to like keep clicking links. You can just click the first one. It'll take you to every Raid Parade video, and it's a premiere on every account. Brand new videos, one right after another. Just sit back and relax and watch new content. And if you don't like it, you just click the advance and go to the next one. You know, if you don't want to watch whatever, you can move on. So, Clock Family Adventures from Loditas. She's saying hello to you. And Eddie says, hello, Mike. And then, hi, Mike from Clock. Then some virtual hugs. Hello, Lolita. Eddie says, I have a bad headache, need lights out. Otherwise, I'll be chatting with you, Robert. Okay, thank you. Well, I'm gonna put up a video about 60 seconds. You don't want to watch it, but I'm kind of proud of it. I did it like a laser light thing. I'll show it later, but I'll give you a warning. You just turn your head so you don't have to watch it. It's only 1 minute, so you won't miss much. But it's a laser thing. I kind of stumbled across. But anyway, let's continue. Marie Swan says, Megalith shout out, ma'am, Lolita's vlog. Yeah, she's a good supporter. So thank you to Lolita. Salamat to Eddie Lugo's studio. Maraming salamat. So it's thank you. I don't know what maraming means, but salamat means thank you in Tagalog, in the Filipino language. Um, if I'm not mistaken, I believe so. So so after Griswold Family Vacay, we had Evolving with Etta. I forget what that one was about. I think I missed it. I had to go park my truck. I was at work. So sorry, Etta. My apologies. Then we had Traveling Adventures with Eric B. He was on a cruise ship, right? That was cool. Then we had Cruise Vet. I missed that one too. I was very distracted on this Raid Parade, but I did do the like and leave a comment. So I tried to stay on top of that. So forgive me. The Clock Family, I'm sorry, JNN Travels. I remember some things about that. All right, we have our first visitor to the Raid Parade after party. So let's welcome in Mike from Cruise Vet. Here we go.
Hey, everybody.
Hey there, Mike. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you very much for coming up. What do you got to say, man?
Well, it's I enjoy the raid parade. I've only done it a couple of times, but it's a lot of fun. See all the other creators and what they're coming up with, and then interacting with everybody, and definitely gain some subscribers from it. So I guess that's always a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was one of my motives was, to get subscribers through the Raid Parade. Bottom line, I mean,
Yeah, definitely.
let me say hello to a couple of new visitors. We got a new visitor, Evolving with Etta. She's new to the Raid Parade. Welcome to the Raid Parade. That's why the thumbnail says Raid Parade Party After Party and welcome. So welcome to you, Etta from Evolving with Etta. Hi everyone listening in. Thank you for today. Great experience. I'm leaving work at 5 p.m. Have a great weekend. You too. Have a great weekend. Let's give you a clap. How about that? Hey, weekend. Party on the weekend. So thank you, Etta. It was nice to meet you today. And then we have a couple of other new people that have popped in. We got Land Cloud Adventure. What's going on, Nate? How are you? Long time no see. Nice to see you here. Thank you for seeing you. So I know Nate for quite a while. So he's got two fluffy white dogs, thus the name Land Cloud. Clouds are his dogs. They're white and fluffy. So he
That's
does.
awesome.
Yeah, yeah. He does. He has two dogs that are white and fluffy. They're kind of identical, and they're like little puffy clouds. So check out Nate if you don't know Nate. So Nate, if you'd like to come up, you're welcome to come up. I'll put the link back out there. If you want to come up, you're welcome to come up and say hello. And then we just have another guy from the United Kingdom over there in England. It's Rob on the road. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And right now in the UK, it's 10 p.m. in the UK, and here it's 5 p.m. in Florida on the East Coast. And then we have another visitor. It's Melrose Marada. Make a little shout out. She's over there in Europe. I'm sorry. No, wait, she's in New York. Sorry. I think she's a Filipina, but she lives in New York and she does karaoke. That's how I know her from karaoke. Karaoke. Pardon me, Mike. We have another Mike that is looking like they're trying to come up. All right, we got another Mike, so bear with me, Mike. We have another Mike.
You can never have too many mics.
Yeah. What's going on?
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah. Mike and Mike in the morning.
There you go.
I don't know about
shirt.
you. When I was, about, I don't know, 10, 12 years ago, we had a local rock and roll station, and the DJs were Mike, and that was the name of the show. Mike and Mike in the morning. So I just came up with that, not original at all.
Yeah.
So what's going on, second Mike?
Nothing. Been working. I went back to work this week, so didn't get to really watch the raid parade on the first view, so I'll have to go back and watch it again. I put it on the way home on the drive.
Cool. Yeah, you had that Wyndham room tour.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got back 2 Saturdays ago, I guess it was, from Disney.
So I remember we were talking last time before we were going to Disney that I was going on Saturday. You were going on, I don't know, like 3 or 4 different days. Right. Yeah, I have content on my computer from my trip to Disney when I did the Epcot Food and Wine International Food and Wine Festival at Epcot. So that'll be coming up probably after the new year. Well, let's say for sure after the new year, because I'm already edited through the new year, basically. So that'll be coming up after New Year's. So how was your trip? Tell us about it.
It was great. Expensive as always for Disney, but it was good. Looking forward to the Vloggers Cruise as the next trip. So that should be fun.
What ship is that going to be on?
That's on Norwegian Breakaway. So that'll be the first time I've been on a Norwegian cruise.
Yeah, I haven't been on NCL either.
I've done Royal and I've done Carnival, but only the Carnival Pride.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I've done is Royal and Carnival so far.
I really want to do one of the XL class ships.
Hold that thought really quick. Rob got a question. So when you moving over here, don't have a date. So let's just say it's still up in the air. There's a lot of things involved with that. I don't know if you know, but I assumed that a U.S. citizen could just go right over to the UK and live, but it's not that easy. So it's not happening anytime quickly. So that answers that question in the short term. So anyway, continue your conversation about the cruise ships, please.
Well, I'll do a shameless plug because I see a lot of people here that I haven't seen before. I have 497 subscribers.
Sweet.
So it only takes 3 to get 500 if anybody was interested in checking it out. I do Disney, cruises, all other theme parks, and Las Vegas. So if you want to check it out.
All right, there you go. Melrose Murata. We got Lolitas, Rob on the Road. We got let's see who else. Land Cloud Adventures, Evolving with Etta. So you got all these people that can go to your channel and subscribe to help you get to your mark. That would be awesome.
I'm already subscribed to you, so
Yep. I appreciate it. I've already got you too.
Yeah, Rob on the Road says it's as hard as me moving to you. Maybe we could just trade places and swap names. Oh, yeah, my name's Rob too. So, yeah, that's possible.
might work.
Well, I don't know if you know, but anyway, at the UK, there's cameras everywhere. It's not like it's in your face, but there are cameras all over the buildings, everywhere, walking down the street. And when you come into the airport, of course, there's cameras everywhere. And when the one thing I like about um, when I go through Heathrow is customs. It's so fast when you go into customs to get through the airport. You literally put your passport on a electric eye. It
Yeah.
reads the passport in seconds and then takes a picture of your face to match the passport. Makes sure you're not a wanted man, and then it opens the gate and you're in, and that's it. When I came back, you have to go through a human being who looks at your passport. And one time I got questioned, what were you doing in London? How long was your stay? All that. So it was really easy going through London. However, you do have to abide by the rules to a T because, the liquid thing, when your luggage, when you carry on liquid, it has to be under 100 milliliters or whatever that is, 100, whatever it is. You definitely want to keep it under that because I went in trying to leave and I had a tube of some gel that was like a muscle relaxer and it was like 110 milliliters. Boom. They pulled me aside, searched my whole bag, took it out. We got to analyze this. And it was
I had it just from Las Vegas. I went out there and got sunburned very, very bad, and I ended up having to get the aloe, and the aloe tube was just over the limit, and they took it and
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and this stuff that I had was like concentrated, like natural oil, that kind of stuff they concentrate. So it was really expensive, and they just confiscated it. Like kind of a bummer. But anyway, for the next time, I was straight in line. I had everything, under 100 milliliters or whatever it was, and I got right through. So you definitely learn from your first mistake. In the U.S., when I left Orlando, it was nothing. I mean, they let me right through. It was no big deal.
Some of the cruise ports now use that same the facial recognition on the passport too, so then you can fly right through when you're leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know Galveston's that way for sure. Because
Yeah.
every time I'm coming off, because you used to have to stand in that long line and have somebody look at your stuff, but now you just look at that camera and you just breeze right on through.
Yep.
It's almost the same as getting on the underground train in London. They literally have a kiosk kind of thing, like a gate, and you touch your card to it, and it reads your card, and then it opens the gate, and then you just go right in, and you can get on the train. So it's rather sophisticated, somewhat, because I made a mistake once. I scanned my little card, got on the train, rode it up a couple of stops, and then I went, "Oh, I want to go back." Got back on the train, didn't leave, didn't get out of the gate, just got back on the train, went back, and when I tried to get back again a third time, it wouldn't let me. It blocked me. It wouldn't let me do it. I had to go to the attendant and say, "Hey, I got off the." They said, "Next time you got to get off, go through the gate to get out. Then you got to come back in, scan your card so it knows where you got off, so it can charge you accordingly. And if you don't do that, they charge you a penalty, and it's not crazy, but it's still more than if you would have just went out and came back in. So anyway, but it was rather pretty sophisticated. I like it. Same thing on the buses in London. You have what they call, it's like a card. You can use it. You can use those touch cards. If you have your own touch credit card, that works too. But what I found is they give you on my card, they have me an additional service fee. So besides the bus fee, you got a service fee on your own credit card. So what it was is better for me just to buy the local card, put some money on it, and use that local card. So once you use the card up to like $3, you can't use it more than $3 each day. You can run all day for like $3, so it's relatively cheap.
I got you.
Yeah, it's an Oyster card. That's what Rob on the Road said. It's called an Oyster card. I didn't say that because you guys would be confused. It's an Oyster card. That's what it's called. So I have an
Yeah,
Oyster
heard that before.
card. So it's kind of like a credit card. It's a touch card. So you can use it for the bus, you can use it for the train, and it's like a refill, pay as you go, or you can put as much on it as you want or as little on it as you want. And some people use little because if you lose it, someone else can use it. So
Wow.
so some people lose it. But now I've heard you can register that card. So like a credit card, you can say, let's say you want to put $100 on it to where you don't have to keep refilling it. Then you register it and say, this is my card through the system. So if you do lose it, you can tell the system, I lost my card. Don't let anybody use it. And they credit you back and get you a new card, that kind of thing. So,
Okay.
but it is rather efficient and quick. And the buses run really often in London. So you're never sitting usually more than 5 minutes or so to get on a bus or a train. Depends on where you're going.
Wow.
Yeah. So sorry, I didn't mean to hog up the subject. But cruises, I've never been on a cruise. I don't have a desire to go on a cruise. I don't have a problem, with a cruise. I just never liked the idea of going out in the ocean and the boat stop working and be floating. That kind of thing.
Well, I spent 20 years in the Navy and served on 4 different ships. So, I guess that's kind of what got, it fueled my desire to go on cruises because it's kind of like the next best thing, I can. So, I mean,
So
I don't miss everything about the Navy, but I do miss being out on the water and, that kind of stuff. So
I have friends that are the opposite. They like going on cruises, but they were in the Navy, and it's not like they're not in a big rush to go back on a cruise ship because of being on the Navy so long. Well, they were only in it for 4 years, but still, they were on an aircraft carrier.
I mean, some people have, worse experiences than others.
Yeah.
I guess I can understand that.
Yeah, I knew a guy who was in the Navy. He was a submarine guy. So he's like, we go out for months on a time, underwater for months.
Yeah, those guys are different.
Yeah.
I was in the surface Navy, so, there's always a pretty good rivalry between the surface and the submariners, if you will. They like to think they're more special, So.
Right. Right. Well, I was somewhat of a coward in my younger days because I didn't want to get shot. So I'm like, why would I go in the military and get shot? I didn't have a sense of understanding of history and pride. Now, since that's all changed, I've become a patriot, and I'd love to go back in time and go into the armed forces. I would definitely do it in a heartbeat. My brother was in the Army. My other brother was in the Air Force. His wife was in the Air Force. His wife's daughter-in-law was in the Air Force. His wife's son was in the Air Force. So we had a lot of people that were military veterans. So I changed my thinking because I had an awakening in 1996 to where I'm not important. Everybody, my country's important, that kind of thing. So I become a patriot then, and I enjoy loving on all the veterans that gave their life for our freedoms. I know our politicians are corrupt, but our military men are respectful for what they do to protect our freedoms, protect our borders, and to die for a cause that's better than us all. So I respect everyone who did served in the military. Appreciate it.
Yep.
So that being said, it's the Christmas season. So is everybody shopping for Christmas? I already did some shopping for Christmas yesterday. I spent about $180 Christmas shopping.
I went last weekend to one of the malls, and I mean, half the malls are like half the stores in the malls are all shut down.
And where's that?
That's in Maryland, in Annapolis.
Well, I can brag a little bit. I mean, everybody has their own opinion, but I'm in Florida, so we weren't shut down for very long, and I'm still alive. I got COVID once. I haven't gotten a second time yet, and I work for my local school system, so I'm not a teacher, but I do go into front offices and walk through the school sometimes, and I haven't caught it a second time. I've been on the airplane. Uh, Actually, where I caught COVID was at Disney World. That's where I caught it.
Uh,
The first time it was last year, literally a year ago. I got it. It wasn't fun at all. It wasn't horrible. I mean, it wasn't the worst. I wasn't hospitalized, but I have since noticed, the weakening of my immune system somewhat, and the slower time it takes to recover from a normal, say, cold or whatever. And my throat seems to be a little more irritated easily. But other than that, I'm still traveling. Like I said, I've been to London twice. I did not catch COVID going twice, and I'm set to go again. So we've been great. I never missed any paychecks, thank God, in Florida, and most of the places did curbside service. So if you wanted to go out to restaurants, or you wanted to go to Walmart, or you wanted to go to some drugstore, they had curbside service, so you could always call or use the website and say, "Hey, I need my prescription filled." You'd pull up at a parking spot that had like a number, and they'd come out and do the thing and hand it to you and all that. So we're very fortunate in Florida to be pretty much open the whole time, and I never missed a paycheck. So I was very, very fortunate. So I'm happy about that.
that's good.
Yeah.
So I don't make a lot of money, but I didn't miss any paychecks. When you work for the government in some areas, you just don't make any money. I get lots of paid days off, though. I get a lot of
there you
days
go.
off. But I'm in the situation where I worked hard in the construction industry my whole life, and I'm like, I need to coast right now. I'm ready to coast a little bit. So I got the easy job, but just doesn't pay. So hopefully, you know, Rob on the road was saying, when are you coming over to where he lives? I don't know. If I do, that will be a whole new a whole new adventure, a whole new job, and all that. So we have a visitor, Mama Susan YT. I don't know what that means. YouTube, Mama Susan. How are you? Good morning. And just so you know, in the Philippines, it's like 6:20, I think, or something like that, early in the morning in the Philippines. If this person is from the Philippines, I'm not sure. So many friends from the Middle East, the Philippines, Saudi Arabia, Europe, and the UK, Australia, and Germany, all that. So go ahead, guys. Whatever you want to talk about, please go right ahead. Talk about your channel, whatever you want.
Well, I mean, my channel is, mainly cruising stuff. I do cruise vlogs. Haven't done any lives yet, but I'm probably going to start doing that, probably within the next week or two. And so that's pretty much what I do. I go on cruises, do my vlogs, and then when I post up the videos, then I do like cruising tips and reviews of certain programs, and basically things to help people, and their booking and all that.
Yeah.
And I think I've got about 110 subscribers so far. So
it's hard, man. It really is hard.
But I mean, I just, I kind of got into it more as like something to do, a hobby, something to keep me busy. And, and if I can help people, with their planning and stuff, that would be awesome,
Yeah.
I was getting a glow on my forehead from my ring light, so I was like, let me block that so my forehead isn't glowing. But yeah, YouTube is like you said, it's best taken lightly, unless you got something, whether you're charismatic, you got a niche that nobody has, or you're showing your body doing some crazy stuff. It's hard to get the clicks, because when COVID hit, everybody was doing YouTube. Not everybody, but
Right.
getting free magnificently. A lot of people doing YouTube. So it's hard to hit that algorithm. Sea Lake Journeys, hello, how are you? Sea Lake Journeys,
Right.
they're excited.
Robin.
Yeah, check them out. They're very exciting. They're very charismatic, so they'll do well. So if you do that, if you do that, what is it? What do I call it? The game show host attitude. Hey, everybody, welcome. You do that. People really dig it.
Yeah, it's your first couple ones are going to be awkward because like my first couple ones I had like 2 or 3 people in there, and like sometimes I didn't have anybody when I first went live, so it's a little awkward. But it's cool when you get people in there, and if you get the StreamYard like this and bring other people on, then you have somebody to sit there and chit chat with, and then you can reference to the comments. So it makes the time fly by a lot faster, and you can keep entertained.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to your point, that was something that I was already good at because I've been on stage for years. I've always been on stage, not as a professional, but just as an amateur. So I always talk to the screen like there's 10, 20, 30 people. Just talk like there's plenty of people because then when your live is over, people are going to see it as a replay. So talk to them like they're there, talk to them with a good attitude, and people will come back and just enjoy your content. Let me say hello to a couple of new people came in. 3K Brandy, shout out to you. And she says, shout out to the host and the co-host. 3K Brandy is saying hello.
Hey,
And here's
Brandy.
another. And to all in the chat box. And then there's Mama Susan saying hello to 3K Brandy. And the MLSO is a mega love shout out. That's what that means. Mega love shout out. That's the Filipino thing. The Robin Rose says, I may have to go back to do bikini yoga videos. Yeah, to gain some. If you can do a split or some kind of contortion in a bikini, you'll get a lot of hits.
We'll have to work on that.
Yeah, do some bikini try-ons. Look, I went shopping. Look at all the bikinis I got, and then you try them on. Yeah, you get a lot of views from that. JSK Enterprise, what's low? Leonard, hi Robert and guests and everyone in chat. Leonard, what's going on? Leonard does drone videos.
Okay.
Check out Leonard's. He does drone videos. He's saying hello to 3K Brandy. 3K Brandy, hello back. And Lolita's back saying hello to 3K Brandy. So if you guys don't know 3K Brandy, she's a real good friend of mine. Matter of fact, I have some videos of visiting her in London. She's in London. So check her out. Matter of fact, I have some fun videos I would love to share with you with her. We had a lot of fun, and it takes a little bit for her to warm up, but once she warms up, she can get really loose. So I want to share a video with you when she gets really loose. So let me try this really quick, and it's appropriate, so don't worry. And so here we go. I asked her to do a little plug for my channel, right? So like an introduction. I said, come on, do me a little introduction. Come on. So I was like, give me an introduction. Here we go. Come on.
Do it.
Do it.
Wait, I'm waiting for you.
We were just cutting up laughing.
Hi, this is Trika Brandy from sunny London. You're watching RV Weekends on YouTube.
Yeah, we had a good time. It was great. It was really good. So she's a great, fun person to hang out with. And if you want, check out some of my other videos on it, where I went and visited her, and we had such a great time going through UK and visiting all kinds of sightseeing stuff, things like that. And I'm looking for a link for another video that I was going to share with you guys. It's a short I did. And what happened was I was cooking the other day, right? Let me get this straight. I was cooking the other day, right? And in my RV, because I live in my RV 100% of the time. I'm a full-time RVer, but I stay in one place. Anyway, I was cooking, frying something, and a lot of smoke came in the RV, and I went, smoke? Why not turn on the laser machine? So I turned on the laser machine and shot a video with my phone, and then I thought, man, I'm going to edit this, and that's what I did. So this is what I come up with. All right, there you go. A little laser, a little, laser.
Like a nightclub. You just needed some people with some glow sticks and dancing in the background.
It was just came to me in a dream. I'm like, whoa, man, I'm burning something on the stove. And then I went, wait, lasers, smoke. Let's just do it. And it came out. And then that was a lot of work. I'm sure you could see. It was a lot of chopping videos and adding effects and strobes and things like that. It just was a lot of fun to make. But
Just cashed in on the opportunity.
that's what you do as a vlogger, right? You just go, how can I videotape this? All right, let's see what we got here. We got Marie Swan, and if you don't know Marie Swan, she's a great supporter. I mean, she's always here. So Marie Swan, check her out. She's a great supporter. I have lots of praise for her always being here and hanging out. And excuse me, Michael and Bella Travel Channel. Hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you very much for coming by and saying hello. We got 10 people watching. Thank you for all you 10 people for being here. We really appreciate you being here. We're just hanging out, talking about our RV travels and goofing around and what we do in the Raid Parade. Did you guys have something that struck you in the Raid Parade that you really liked and just kind of like, wow, that was nice? Something like that.
I like that the one with the seals.
Yeah.
That was pretty entertaining. That'd be kind of a cool thing to check out. Next time on a cruise or something.
Well, you see how close the crowd was?
What's that?
Did you see how close the crowd was?
Oh yeah, you're right there.
Yeah.
And then Darian's video was pretty awesome too. All the history and stuff in Berlin.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
I was saying I unfortunately haven't been able to see much yet. I'm getting ready to I'm gonna go do the replay. I was driving.
It was Rayleigh Creative Travels. I think it was like the third video in or something like that. And he was somewhere, I forget where it was. He was Belize or some some island, and they were doing a seal thing where the seals do.
I think I came in on that one. I think that was Griswold family.
Yeah, it's Griswold.
Griswold. Well, I said Rayleigh. Yeah, sorry, Griswold. You're right. Rayleigh's the other.
Rayleigh Creative.
Yeah, I was thinking of somebody else. My bad. Thank you for correcting me. Yeah, Griswold. Yeah. So yeah, he was on the cruise ship, and he did the seal thing. So that's always interesting. Seal thing. I know we have SeaWorld here, so I definitely been up to the sea lion training thing. That was very cool.
I went to SeaWorld when I was down there a couple times. And they had that they make it into a joke thing, the sea lion thing. It's pretty funny because they have the mime at the beginning, and he messes with the crowd the whole time. There's a bunch of videos on YouTube and all about that, because the mime will mess with all the people coming into the stand, sitting down. He'll like walk up to an old lady and put his arm around her, and like act like she pinched him on the butt.
Right.
So
yeah, they have. Yeah, actually, I got picked to go down one time at SeaWorld, to go down to be next to the sea lion and get splashed.
Yeah.
They make you stand so you can get a photo shoot, and then while you're standing there to get a picture, he tells the sea lion to go and splash you when you're not expecting it. It's cold seawater.
Yeah.
You're like, ah, so they got a picture of me going, ah. So yeah, anyway, a lot of fun. That's for sure. So where were we going with that? I lost our track. Where we were going with that?
We were just saying what videos, because of Griswold's.
Right.
Hey, Mike, what's your next cruise?
I'm scheduled to go on the Lure of the Seas in February 26th.
Okay.
And then after that, I got another one in September. I'm going back to the Ovation of the Seas, doing the Alaska cruise again.
Okay.
I mean, I mean, this is my first one this year, and I had a really awesome time. So, the ship Ovation of the Seas is like, it's tailor made for me. So, decided, hey, I want to go back and do it again.
I want to go on the that class of ship. I haven't been on that one yet. I've been on the I've been on almost all the Wonder. Well, I've been on Wonder, I've been on Oasis, and I've been on Symphony. I need to go on Allure and Harmony, and I'll have all of them except for Utopia when it comes out. I'm getting ready to go on Wonder again in April. We really like that one with the solariums all closed in, so it's all temperature controlled. And some of the Oasis class, you sweat your butt off up in the solarium section because it's open and the sun comes in and beats down on you. So with Wonder being all closed in, it was a lot more enjoyable for us. My wife is red hair, so she can't really stay in direct sunlight too long. So it's a lot of they have some panels that were solid, so you actually can get some shade and still pretty nice. So
Yeah, actually, yesterday I live near Port Canaveral, so
you see it come in?
yesterday. I'm sorry,
You see it come in?
I didn't see it come in, but I made a kind of a sidetrack on my way home. It was the same direction, but just out on the ocean. I do. There are schools on the beach side here in our county, so for whatever reason, I think I wanted to stop at the Ron John Surf Shop, do a little Christmas shopping, bring some souvenirs to the UK, And when I left Ron John's, I continued A1A till it turns into 528, which is where the port is. And as you're turning the bend from heading due north to west, you see the port. You can see all the cruise ships. So I was looking. I don't know all the cruise ships. I just know I saw some cruise ships there. And I'm like, wow, it's like 3 or 4 big ships sitting there. And I'm not into cruise ships, but it's always something I take in as the enormous size of the cruise ship. So it's just pretty impressive to see as I go by. It's just, I was born here, so I'm used to it. I'm used to rockets going up almost every night here on my my sky here. Matter of fact, we had a warning the other night. 3 something a.m. The rocket's going to go off, and you're going to hear the sonic booms of the boosters when they come back and land. You know, and I'm like, that would be pretty awesome. So I'm going to wake up and watch that. And of course, they didn't go off. You wake up, they don't go off. So, but it is something to see at night when you see a rocket go off. Right, you're tracking it, and then next thing you know, it stops and it comes back and goes back to where it took off. It's trippy. It's really trippy. And then you see 2, because there's 2 boosters. So you see one rocket go up, and then you see one rocket keep going, and then 2 boosters disconnect, and then they come back, and then it's a trip, man. Because we're used to seeing it just go.
Yeah.
Now you can literally in the daytime you can get close enough to literally see them almost land. It's just a trip, man, to see that happening. It's incredible. So I'm pretty spoiled. I've seen the Saturn V rockets and all that take off when I was a kid, and the shuttle. I worked at the Space Center for almost 10 years, so I got patches and astronaut photos and all that stuff, and I loved it. And now I just live in the area, and I drive by Cape Canaveral often and go to Cocoa Beach, and I don't take it for granted. I still love it. I enjoy it, and that's why I take the pictures that I take, and that's why you saw today was a simple sunrise on the East Coast. It was just beautiful, and coming up is going to be sunrise over the Kennedy Space Center. So you're going to see the VAB and some launch pads in the distance. If you really like that stuff, you got to look for it. But in the distance, you'll see the vehicle assembly building, which is 525 feet high, about 7 acres of roof surface, which I worked on. And then you have launch pads out there, and you'll see it when the sun's coming up. It's just a lot of history out there, and I love it. And my son works for Blue Origin, which launches rockets. My sister works for SpaceX, and my nephew works for SpaceX. So my son took me out there for Family Day. So I got all. Matter of fact, I have a video on it where I went out to the Cape Canaveral Air Force or they call it Space Force Station, and got a cool tour of the area. It was really, really cool to see a lot of history. You see the old launch pad for the first Redstone rockets, first time they launched a human, an American into orbit. Really cool stuff to see. The little flame trench diverters that push the flame away. Really cool stuff to see. So I love it. Really do.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. I love where I live. I mean, I'm right here next to Disney, Daytona Beach, St. Augustine, the port, Cocoa Beach. Um,
Got a
the
lot
other,
of stuff at your disposal.
yes, I'm very happy where I'm at, and I think it's a beautiful place to stay. Love it. So, whatever else you guys want to talk about, you're free to talk about it. I think I'll end the live stream in about 8 minutes. So, whatever you guys want to ramble about,
Well, I'm probably going to bounce off, but thanks for having me
Yep.
on and give me a chance to talk about my channel. And like I said, I think the Raid Parade is pretty cool. I'm just glad that I got into that. So.
Yeah, and just for your information, if you looked at the messenger, they're looking for someone to host. I'm going to be stepping down, so if
Okay.
any of you guys are looking to host it, feel free to do it. You can do what you want. You don't have to follow a template of any kind. You can do what you want. I'm just feeling like it's time for me to move on. And it really kind of evolved into this by accident. I started doing a live after the Raid Parade just to do it, and then next thing you know, it got coined the after party.
Okay.
So it kind of just evolved into that, and then so I'm like, well, I think I'm gonna be very busy on Fridays, so I'll let someone else do it. Maybe there's somebody with a better personality or something like that that can take it to another level. So I don't. I'm just okay with that. So I. So if you guys think about it, think about it.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna step out, everybody. So
Yep.
thanks, Robert.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Mike. Thanks for
And the
coming up. I
Rolando, bro.
appreciate it. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Really
Yep.
do.
Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
have a good weekend.
Thanks, everybody. I'll talk to
All
you
right,
later.
thank you. Merry Christmas. All right, that's gonna do it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the Raid Parade after party. Thank you for Mike and Mike for coming up from to help host and co-host the live stream. Appreciate you guys very much. So we're gonna end this, and hopefully you guys like the Raid Parade. You can follow along next Friday. I'll have a video. It's already up, ready to go. So I appreciate you guys hanging out, all 8, 10, 12 of you at one time. So thank you so much for being here. And let me shout you guys out again. 3K Brandy, thank you so much. Leonard from JSK Enterprise, thank you for being here. Lolita, thank you so much, Lolita. Sea Leg Journeys, thank you for popping in. Michael and Bella's Travel Channel. And thank you all for being a part of the Raid Parade. Rob on the Road, Land Cloud Adventures. Thank you all for being a part of this live stream. Melrose, Murata, everybody who popped in. Of course, we want to say thank you to Marie Swan. Thank you for supporting us. Mama Susan. And see if we missed anybody. Go back up. Evolving with Etta. Thank you for being here. All right, you guys. We'll hope to see you next Friday for the Raid Parade after party. Until then, have a great weekend and Merry Christmas. See you later.